as you are. Come, 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 lift your voice. Come, shine your light. Come, now is the time. Come, come. This day we have made with God. Come see what love has done. Come, take a hand. Come, give your heart. Come, as you are. Come, 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 lift your voice. Come, shine your light. Come, now is the time. Come, come, as we gather in this sacred place. Spirit meets us face to face. Come, come, take a hand. Come, come, give your heart. Come, come, as you are. Come, 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 lift your voice. Come, come, shine your light. Come, come, now is the time. Come, come, come. Come, take a hand. Come, give your heart. Come, as you are. Come, 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 lift your voice. Come, shine your light. Come, now is the time. Come, come. This day we have made with God. Come see what love has done. Come, take a hand. Come, give your heart. Come, as you are. Come, 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 lift your voice. Come, shine your light. Come, now is the time. Come, come, as we gather in this sacred place. Spirit meets us face to face. Come, come, take a hand. Come, come, give your heart. Come, come, as you are. Come, 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 lift your voice. Come, come, shine your light. Come, come, now is the time. Come, come.
I hate to interrupt all of this nice social time. Interrupting. Well, let's see. Okay, we're here and more arriving. Good morning, Unity of Payson. Good morning. Is that Diana? No. That's Patty. I'm sorry. Just checking in with some people. I'm so glad you're here, and all of you who have joined us online. Hard to hear me? Okay. I'll keep the mic close. So I'm grateful for all of you who have joined us. Some for the first time, Brian, and many others for the nth time. And we're so grateful you're here. But as we gather, would you just take a moment to quiet your minds, quiet your heart, quiet your emotions, and just be here. God of all goodness, we're grateful that deep inside of us is the urge to connect. Because whether we know it with words and thoughts right at the moment, we are part of one great wholeness, the oneness of all that is. And we're grateful. That gives us responsibilities. That gives us opportunities. And we're grateful for that. So this morning as we gather to celebrate our oneness, to celebrate the connection that we have with the earth, with our community, with this spiritual community, and with each other. Again, we are grateful. Thank you, God. And so it is. So we have opening song. And if you're here with us in person, I invite you to stand. And we'll sing. I get to play a drum. So here we go.
When the walls come tumbling down, I choose joy. I choose joy. When the world stops spinning round, I choose joy. I choose joy. When my heart is hard to move, when my music's lost the groove, when I have too much to prove, I choose joy. I choose joy. When hate is all I see, I choose joy. I choose joy. When fear won't let me be, I choose joy. I choose joy. When betrayal and lies hide the light from my eyes, I look up to the skies and I choose joy. I choose joy. Joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. Joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. In this moment right here, I choose joy. I choose joy. For the ones that I hold dear, I choose joy. I choose joy. To be who I must be, for the light to shine in me, for everybody to be free. I choose joy. I choose joy. Joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. sound. The chains have come unbound. Love is all around when I choose joy. In this moment right here, I choose joy. I choose joy. For the ones that I hold dear, I choose joy. I choose joy. To be who I must be, for the light to shine in me, for everybody to be free. I choose joy. I choose joy. And everybody will be free when I choose joy. I choose joy.
Yay! Oh, first things first. My name is Donna, and I'm your platform hostess with the mostest this morning. And I just want to do a shout out to these beautiful roses. These are actual real roses, and anyone can take one with you when you leave today. And they are compliments of Ram's farm. Yes, Ram. He's not smiling. Oh my goodness. All right. That's probably it. All right. So, welcome to Unity of Payson. We're glad you're with us this morning. And we want to recognize those who are new to Unity of Payson. Or if you're here for a second or third time, please just raise your hand so we can recognize you. Okay. Hi, Diana. All right, so do we have anybody new online? Ms. Kay, can you tell me? No?
I don't know. I don't know Nick. But
Hey, Claudette. I'm glad
maybe
you're
you
here
guys
today.
do. Claudette and
All right, we'll
Rusty
welcome
and
people in just
Sue.
a moment. I just wanted to see if anybody was new. We are going to have a class after service today, and it's going to be a great class, and I invite all of you to stay for it if you'd like. It's from 11:15 to noon. Usually we have a soul connection after the service for 20 minutes. We're just elongating that to 45 minutes for the class. And if you'd like to be informed of our weekly activities, we have a Monday e-newsletter, compliments of Teri. Yay. Very nice. I saw it already. Well, no, I didn't see it already. That I saw the activities. Yeah, she sends out an email on Friday for the activities also. And I believe there's a November schedule, if you'd like to take one with you, on the greeter table. Also compliments of Teri. So please give us your email if you'd like to be on the email list for the Monday e-newsletter. There are also some gifts on the table right straight back from where I'm standing with the blue tablecloth for visitors. And you may take one with you when you leave it. Compliments of the ladies crafters. So that's for you as a souvenir of your time today. Let's do our welcome prayer before we do gratitudes. And let's say this together. We love you, we appreciate you, we welcome you, and we bless the Christ you are. And so it is. And now it's time for gratitudes. We're grateful for those who support Unity of Payson with your time, talent, and treasure. Talent, oh boy, I got to talk about talent. We had a talent show Friday. And, you know, there was just about a dozen of us here, kind of like today, but we were in costume and we were having fun. And we even had Kermit the Frog join us. A full-size Kermit was here to join us. And Neal sang Rainbow Connection, and I did a choreography dance to it with bubbles. I was blowing bubbles. And we were dressed up like frogs. And then we had Phyllis the Witch on piano. And that was our first act. and Neal sang Rainbow Connection, which is a beautiful song. And so next year, please join us if you weren't able this time. We usually do it around Halloween. So, and Patty was there too, as the quilt lady. Oh, Baby Spider-Man was singing. Baby Spider-Man.
Okay, you can have that gratitude. I was going to take it, Rick, but you can have it.
You know, I was riding around on a broom while Phyllis was in the dark, while Phyllis was playing witchy music at the end. So that was kind of cool too. I don't know how many people caught that, but because it was dark. But okay, gratitudes for time, talent, and treasure.
Riles is just on camera right now. If you look up there on the second row on the left, Riles sang for us. Riles and Nick sang for us, and I was grateful for that.
Hi. We have your Spider-Man hat, and it's here. And when you come here, you can get it, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So let's see where we're at. If you have a gratitude to share, please raise your hand to be recognized. If you're online, please raise your virtual hand, and I will call on you to unmute. Anybody got another gratitude to share? Brian, and then
I'll start with Brian.
Betty.
Well, I'm grateful to be here today and grateful that I found a unity, and I am a 4T graduate.
Somebody doesn't know what 4T, that's all about abundance.
Abundance graduate, yes,
Betty.
yes, welcome.
Well, as some of you know, we're having renovations done in the house. I'm just glad to finally get it going because they were delayed for a month with the rain and everything. So I am grateful for the abundance that we can do the project.
Yay.
Somebody else?
And your
Cal
patience to
over
get
here.
through it.
Cal.
I'm grateful that Pat and I had a safe round and very smooth round trip to Philadelphia, particularly with the impending air controller problems. So everything went smoothly. I was very grateful for that.
Glad you're back.
Thank you, Cal. Do I see any other hands?
We have Earl in person.
Earl over here.
Oh,
Okay.
Barb, is that you? You can be next.
Barbara's online. She's got one. No?
Okay, hold on just a second.
Oh.
She said no. Earl.
Oh, I just wanted to, I wanted to jump off you because we just got done flying too. And it is so grateful for all those flyers that are not getting paid.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. But we went for a hike yesterday and down by the Verde River, and oh my goodness, the colors are just
Did you take pictures?
Oh yeah, lots of pictures. They are, but the colors are just, you know.
Can you post some of them? Can you post on Unity of Payson Facebook page? Thank you, thank you. I love fall pictures. I'm from Long Island, so.
Oh, one more over here, Lynn.
We're busy,
Lynn,
gratitudes, but I do
we
see
got
a hand
gratitudes
online.
today.
Well, I realize I say gratitudes every day, but I'm grateful for Sunday. That is a time to take out of the week and be grateful and to be here with everyone who's grateful.
Thank you, Lynn.
Blessing everyone.
Okay, so we have online, we have Sue.
More pictures coming. I'll get you,
Sue?
Teri.
Excuse me,
I'll get you the,
Neal.
what?
I'm calling on Sue now, online.
Sue, go ahead.
Okay, well, I am thankful that Bill and I made it over to Europe and back in one piece, separately, two pieces. He's today doing some busy work, and but we had a good time, and we had a few glitches here and there, but we, on the whole, had a great time, and we're happy to be back in some warm, sunny weather.
Yes, yes.
So Sue joined us from Germany, what, last week or a couple weeks ago?
Well, it was it was a couple, I don't know, a couple of 3 weeks ago, but in between that, then and now, it's been a kind of a chaos thing to try to hook up, but we're back.
We're back. Yay.
Barb, the virtual hand is up. Do you have something to say, or did that just get up there?
I don't see a virtual hand.
So you need to unmute Barb, if you would, please, and we can hear you.
Thanks, Neil.
Not yet. Close.
Okay, can you put it in the chat and then?
Oh, there you go. No, not quite yet.
If you can put it in the chat, Barb, and then Kay, if you could read it for us, that would be great.
Okay.
Thank you. And you can interrupt me with that if you'd like. I'm going to go on because we have time, and we are here for an hour, folks. We're here for an hour, and let's get back to where we were. All right. Unity is grounded in meditation and affirmative prayer, and we have trained prayer chaplains here to support you. Chaplains, raise your hand, please. Betty and I are chaplains. If you have a prayer request, you can, if you're online, send it to neil.unityofpayson@gmail.com. And if you have a prayer request here, you can tap Betty on the shoulder after the service because I'm going to be teaching a class. But you can also put your prayer request in the prayer box on the greeter table. And we will pray with you for 30 days. And then we will send your request to Silent Unity for another 30 days of 24/7 prayer vigil. It's very powerful. Okay. If you want to be contacted by a chaplain, put your contact information with your request, please. And let's go on to our theme for November. Cultivating heart connections is our theme. Let's say our affirmation together, if you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah. Good. All right. We are one, and as we recognize our oneness, we rightly connect with ourselves, others, and the world. Today's speaker is Rev Neal, and the title of his talk is Building Bridges, Not Walls. This is the first Sunday, so let's do our Unity mission statement together. We honor the spirit within, join together as one diverse family, and serve the community with love and joy. And now let's prepare for meditation as we listen to our meditation song, Message to Yourself, Charley, Thweatt.
Send a message to yourself. Hold it closely to your heart. Let it have a special perfume that reminds you who you are. Let it speak to you of angels and the angel that is you. Let it fold you in a loving deeper than you ever knew. Let it fold you in a loving greater than you ever knew. And always The divine speaks through this love, and always now the divine speaks through this love, and always now the divine. Send a message to yourself, hold it closely to your heart, let it have a special perfume that reminds you who you are. Let it speak to you of angels and the angel that is you. Let it fold you in a loving deeper than you ever knew. Let it fold you in a loving greater than you ever knew. And always know the divine speaks through this love, and always know the divine speaks through this love, and always know the divine, the divine, the divine, the divine. Send a message to yourself.
Take this time now to be here in mind, emotion, in body, and just breathe. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Notice your breath and transfer your attention from all that goes on around you in this physical world. And know that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And so we point to ourselves as spiritual beings, fully human, fully divine, as we spend this time in quiet. In your mind's eye, that inner eye, see yourself in your surroundings and be grateful. And then see yourself in a larger capacity. See yourself a part of a community, part of a people, part of a tribe. And then allow your camera, as it were, to zoom out, and suddenly you find yourself in the realm of planets, a universe bigger than can be imagined. And you find out that you're part of that. It's one great wholeness, one great oneness. Take a moment now and just luxuriate in the beauty of one. Do you feel that oneness, that divinity around you in everything that you can recognize or bring into your consciousness and within you? And then zoom back in to this world. Still fully divine, but functioning in the human realm. And look around you in your mind's eye and see those with whom you are associated, if not connected. A spouse, a family, friends, acquaintances, community members. And confirm that that oneness comes down to this place and this time, and we are one, connected with all that is. Spend the time in the silence, letting that sink in. And then bring your awareness back to this time, this place, the place where you are. With great gratitude, take another breath as you notice you're coming back into this physical experience. Again, we say, thank you. And so it is. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down. What's the last line? My Fair Lady, all of you know. You remember playing that. Remember how two people stood and they had their hands arched and everybody else went underneath. When you got to My Fair Lady, the arms came down and you were imprisoned in that. Well, it was a nice imprisonment. Well, let me tell you a little bit about that song. Well, London Bridge, you've got it located. It's in London. And it was first built to cross the Thames River by the Romans. And later on, it was built out of stone and gravel about the 10th century in the Christian era. And then it came on some hard times. A Nordic invasion set the bridge afire. That version of the bridge, I think there was more wood in it at that point. And although it was damaged, the city was still protected. And the city could still interact with all of the surrounding towns and villages and fields. They were connected. So that early versions of London Bridge is Falling Down had a verse that went like this: build it up with gravel and stone. Required a little bit of maintenance, that bridge. What was that? And masonry. Yeah, maybe a few stones that were displaced were put back. But I think there was wood there too, because of the fire. Anyway, in the 19th century, that bridge was built anew. Again, at that time, the only bridge crossing the Thames River. Provided connection And guess what happened to that old bridge as it was taken apart piece by piece? Anybody know? Lake Havasu. Lake Havasu. Here it is in Arizona with us. London Bridge. Well, we're going to talk about bridges today. I just got a kick out of that when I was researching and found London Bridge is falling down. I remember that. So we're going to talk about bridges. We're going to talk about walls. Building bridges, not walls. A wall is separation, protection, boundaries, and limitation. Now, those healthy boundaries, if we think of it in a metaphysical sense, are very important. They provide us with safety, security, and proper function, because many of us have lived with dysfunction much of our lives. And so those, I'm advised to look at the camera. Sorry about you, those of you who are here virtual. I'm talking to you as well. So that's what a wall is. Well, we're going to talk about it today in the sense of it being a barrier to growth. So we know there are boundaries that are important. We're setting those on the side for a minute, and we affirm them when we talk about barriers to growth. When we talk about bridges, bridges spiritually represent connection, transition, transformation, the link between one state of being and another. So let's go right to it. We have what I call in a nutshell here. And in a nutshell, here's what I'd like to talk about. As we remove barriers and establish connection, we realize oneness. That ever seemed odd? How do I get my head around oneness? Well, as we remove barriers and establish connection, we realize oneness. Let's talk first about walls. Walls are usually thick masonry structures. They're for defense. Seems logical. Seems to be good. But there can be a point at which they are a barrier to growth. We'll talk about that from a spiritual or a metaphysical point of view. And then there are bridges that represent connection. Barriers to growth. I think underlying all of the barriers to growth is a little four-letter word called fear. Fear. I'm going to use that acronym, false evidence appearing real. We know that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience, but sometimes what our physical eyes look at is not the truth. It's not reality. And so we look beyond that for the evidence of things not seen, as we spoke about last month when we talked about faith. Well, the barriers to growth are that we're missing some things, particularly in our communities, in our nation, and in our world. One of the things that we are missing is a true understanding and practice of equality. That's a tough one. That gets at my heart. One of the things we don't have when we're held by back those barriers that are our walls is mutual respect. Simple, but not practiced all that much. Separation. We feel separate from someone if they're a different religion or a different denomination or a different political party or different in almost any way. And so we feel separate from each other. And one of the other things that fear spawns is defensiveness. And so we are judgmental. We are judgmental, and we don't have a sense of the oneness, a sense of, we're focused on good and bad, like Rumi talked about. We'll hear more about that later today. But we read in A Course in Miracles, if you've studied it a little bit, if you haven't, here's a nice truth from one of the lessons in A Course in Miracles. In defenselessness, my safety lies. So easy in this world to think that the safety is the walls we built around ourselves, is the protections that we have for ourselves. Remember, we're spiritual beings. And in the spiritual context, it's non-defensiveness. In defenselessness, says the Course, my safety lies, truth that I love. Now, walls can also be an extreme or desperate position, a state of defeat, failure, or ruin. I once ran a marathon, trained for it for quite some time, ran it, and I never knew what people told me about until I got to the 20th mile of the marathon. And I hit the wall. It's almost as if my whole body froze up. I persisted. I made it to the finish line, close to 5 hours, but I got there. But we sometimes get to that extreme position. So the walls that we have bring us to the extremes. Another thing that really touches my heart and saddens me greatly is that exclusion is more common than inclusion in our society. People are excluded for all sorts of reasons, for socioeconomic reasons, for political reasons. You could make a long list. So we build walls. In Saturday Soul Boost yesterday, I think it was Kay, said, you know, if you build a 30-foot wall, somebody on the other side of the wall is going to build a 31-foot ladder. In that wall, there is opportunity for under, over, and around. So even those walls that are obstacles that seem to be established firmly by those around us, those who lead us sometimes, it's not something we can't overcome. I really like a poem. I like poetry, not as much as Teri does, but I like poetry. Teri's our poetry lover. And do you write some yourself?
I used to write a little bit, but I do want to get back to it.
Well, Teri's getting back to it. Well, one of my favorite American poets is Robert Frost. And he wrote a poem called Mending Walls. Anybody remember that? I'm going to give you a few lines from it. One of the key lines is, something there is that doesn't love a wall. Now, he did this in the context of walking the fence line between himself and his neighbor. And they were mending the fence. They were putting rocks back up that had fallen down. And the neighbor said, you know, good fences make good neighbors. But Robert Frost came back and said, before I build a wall, I'd ask to know, what was I walling in, or what was I walling out? And to whom was I like to give offense? Something that there is that doesn't love a wall, that wants it down. So we're talking about that wall that's a barrier from growth. Something there is in me and you waiting to surface and waiting to become active to take that barrier down. So if you're going to have a wall, and I'm not panning all walls, those spiritual walls. But if you're going to have a wall, make sure you got a nice gate in it so you don't exclude. Make sure you have windows, or make sure your fence isn't so high that you can't see your neighbor. Or perhaps you can see through that fence to your neighbor. That will serve. But it won't become a barrier to connection. In a nutshell, again, as we remove barriers, and we'll get to what that means, we realize oneness. Let's change and go to bridges. Bridges are structures that carry a pathway or roadway over a depression or some kind of obstacle, like a river. And bridges are important for connection. Metaphysically, again, now we're talking in the spiritual realm. Bridges are a time, place, or means of connection or transition. A time, place, or means of connection or transition. There are many differences in our societies, as I mentioned, socioeconomic, religious differences, political differences. But all of these can be overcome by bridges. We do that when we honor our differences, transcend them in the light of our oneness. We affirm equality. Remember the Constitution, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all people are created equal. Even our Constitution tells us that. This, of course, is an invitation to all, if followed out, to equal rights, equal opportunities. There's an interesting scripture in Matthew, toward the end of the book of Matthew, in chapter 25, verse 35. The words of Jesus, or the reported words of Jesus, "For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me, and I was in prison, and you came to visit me." I love that invitation part. Those who are formerly excluded are invited in to share in equal measure with all of us. Now, these bridges, these spiritual bridges, have some tools that we can use, and you're familiar with them, I'm sure. One of them is so doggone simple: listening. Do we truly listen to others? Do we sit there and hold back from formulating our response while they're talking? Someone with differences from you, whatever that difference may be. Deep listening, listening to understand. Another tool. Practicing self-empathy is a bridge tool to get us to that point of connection. So we're going to learn a whole lot more about that in our class today that Donna is facilitating, a class on nonviolent communication, and that is a spiritual practice. So self-empathy, empathy to start with, understands that people have feelings and they have needs. And that underneath the feelings, which may be mostly apparent, are needs that all of us have. There are negative feelings when we don't have those needs met. There are positive feelings when we do. And so we ourselves, even if no one else is giving us empathy, can apply that same thing to ourselves. We can say, here's my feelings. A little hard for some of us guys. Well, maybe some of you women as well. But I know it's been hard for me to know and understand my feelings. But to feel those feelings, not to squash them or quash them or push them down, but to really feel them. And then to turn and say, okay, what's the need underneath that? Then we can get to strategy. Then we can get to the place where we look for what to do next to address our challenge. Another tool is practicing non-judgment. Nonviolent communication could also be termed non-judgmental communication. That non-judgment, withholding ourselves from judgment, is so critical for us, and a wonderful tool to really opening up the door to connection. We have an example of that. Sue is not here today. Sue's one of our board members, and Sue has taken the initiative, bless her, I love it, to get started a group, a conversation. It's a conversation among 6 people, only 6. We didn't know if we could handle more than that. I get to be one of them. And the differences are clear of those people sitting at the table for conversation. 3 are Republicans and 3 are Democrats. And as we sat together and put together a mission statement, we emphasized listening. Listening with respect and inclusion. All of us had those same needs. And so we go on. Oh, I think we've met 5 times. So we're working on it. We're going to get to the tough stuff sooner or later, but we're going to do that with a purpose of respecting someone whose view may be different, with a purpose of connecting, truly connecting, and finding the good and the things that are common to us, the values that are common to us. So a bridge does a lot of those things physically too. There's a bridge called Liberator General Martin San Martin Bridge. Anybody know where that bridge is? Well, I didn't. But it's between Uruguay and Argentina. 1976, it was completed. The purpose of it was to connect these two countries culturally, and they had much in common, but yet they were at odds with each other. There was this Uruguay River that had to be spanned. There was this obstacle, this barrier that had to be transcended so that these 2 countries could live together in peace. It became a milestone of friendship for them. And today it remains a symbol of unity and environmental awareness. So a few more things about a bridge. A bridge requires a certain amount of acceptance. Acceptance that what seems not quite right to you can be accepted from someone else who has a different point of view. Bridge can help for the mending or the amending of a dysfunctional relationship. So many times we just kind of let that fester and grow. It grows into resentments. But we know that as we mend and amend our relationships, not an easy thing to do. And one of the things that's really helpful for us in that is our ability to forgive both ourselves and others. When we do this, when we take that high road, that bridge path, we are entering a new world as it is. Because that world of connectedness, if we were to just implant it here in the middle of Payson, would seem foreign at this point. but we remain in hope and in action to span that difference, to build a bridge. The Tao says this: the bridge stands where the old world ends and the new world begins. Let's look for a new world. As we remove barriers and establish connection, the bridge, we realize our oneness. So now we get to it. How do I do that? How do I do that? Well, I'm just going to give you a tip that I like, and you can remember it easily. It's the acronym for it is WOW. W-O-W. Watch your words. So easy for us to be so persuaded about my point of view that our words toward another can be harsh, even insulting, even damaging. Watch your words. If you would realize that oneness and that connectedness, wow. Open your heart. You know, it's a little hard for me in my past. I think I'm getting there. To have my heart be open. To not say it's got to be like this. To not say this is the expression of the desire that I want. It's got to happen exactly like this. And then, a word we don't use very often, warrant, or that means confirm your oneness. Much similar to our affirmations. But I needed a W on the end there, so I have to stretch a little bit. Wow, watch your words. Open your heart. Warrant your oneness. Got that? Say it with me, okay? You ready? First W, watch your words. 2, open your heart. 3, warrant your oneness. Got it? Start on that. Get to work on that. That's how you do it. Remember London Bridge always required reconstruction, repair. So it is with that bridge of connectedness that is ours in a spiritual sense. So once again I say, as we remove barriers and establish connection, we realize oneness. And so it is.
Just want to see if anything went into the chat. Okay, thank you. All right. I just wanted to read to you a poem. It's also put to music before we do the next thing here, called Words Are Windows, and in parentheses, or their walls. And this is a song by Ruth Bebermeyer, who traveled with Dr. Marshall Rosenberg teaching this process of nonviolent communication. I feel so sentenced by your words. I feel so judged and sent away. Before I go, I've got to know, is that what you mean to say? Before I rise to my defense, before I speak in hurt or fear, before I build that wall of words, tell me, did I really hear? Words are windows or they're walls. They sentence us or set us free. When I speak and when I hear, let the healing shine through me. There are things I need to say, things that mean so much to me. If my words don't make me clear, will you help me to be free? If I seemed to put you down, if you felt I didn't care, try to listen through my words to the feelings that we share. That's a little teaser about the class. All right, it's time for our offering. Unity of Payson is a source of spiritual nourishment and inspiration, and in this community, let us receive gratefully and give generously, and we appreciate your support for this ministry. The gifts go out to the larger community as well. If you're here in person, there's a basket over there by Rick, and please, as you're inspired to do so, before or after the service or classes, please donate. For those online, please go to unityofpayson.org. And we have some information for giving on the slides. Let's say our giving affirmation together. Freely we give and freely we receive. And we are grateful and thank you for your support. Our special music today is Rainbow Connection. So if you're preparing your gift, you get to listen to Rainbow Connection.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. La 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 dee la la. La 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 dee la doo.
Oh, thank you for doing that. That was fun. All right. So we continue with our theme for November, and that is cultivating heart connections. And next week's speaker is Rev Neal Worthington. I see you in me. And let us go to our announcements. We have several of them. I'm just going to go through some of them. Our class is a 4-week series starting today at 11:15 till noon after the service. And please donate as you are able. We have a full moon circle tonight at 6:30 on Zoom, lighting a candle in honor of Rev Manny's father. And you can join Zoom for that. Do we have a link? Yes, that's where you go. Okay. A Course in Miracles will be Tuesday, 5 to 6:30 p.m. It's the first and third Tuesdays with Rev Neal. First and third. That's what I said. Okay. Slide was wrong. Okay. We have a wonderful concert coming up Saturday, November 8th from 2 to 3 at Payson United Methodist Church. And it's a Kindness Works for All benefit concert with Cloud Hand Band. And we have ex-mayor Tom Morrissey leading that band. We have Sunday, another class after service. But after the class, there's a potluck at Sue's house. And we're going to help her build an apacheta in memorial. It's a memorial of stones and rocks for people who have passed. 12:30 at Sue's place next Sunday. We have a sound bath with Betty Daly here Friday, November 14th, 3:30 to 4:30. And we have Saturday morning cafe, Saturday soul boost on Zoom, and yin yoga with Earl on Sunday, 2 Sundays from today, 4 to 5 p.m. here. Bring a yoga mat, pillow, and or blanket. Contact Earl. 4 to 5:30. And then we have an invitation from Ram standing back there looking over us for a potluck on the farm on Thanksgiving Day. So I don't know what time yet, but you can ask him. 1 o'clock. And that's Ram's farm, which is in Geisela. And if you want more information, please talk to Ram. And that's where these lovely flowers came from. Don't forget to take one with you today if you'd like to. And we have a PS from Neil.
I don't have anything to add, but I just want to emphasize that the class, which begins at 11:15, we'll finish our service with our usual closing, and then we'll snack a little bit and then come back to this central area where we'll sit to have a hybrid class with those that are online as well. And this, of course, will be today kind of the basic principles of nonviolent communication. I think you'll find it very helpful. The spiritual basis of those core principles. So don't miss it. It goes so much with the theme we're working with this month. So if at all possible, hang around until noon, get a snack and come back and we'll share together. You'll have an opportunity to respond as well. And we got a birthday song. Who is a birthday in the month of November? Raise your hand. We got Earl, we got Brian. Okay, so let's just play the song and, oh, we just sing it, okay? Well, that means I have to start it, okay. There's the lyrics. Happy birthday to you. There's no one like you, uniquely created. I love knowing you. I bless you with life and abundance galore. God bless you, my loved ones, and have many more. Boy, I got to sing a lot today. I love it. We'll close our service now with a prayer for protection and our closing song. When the closing song begins, feel free to drift back to the tables back there that have lots of goodies on them. So please join and look for someone you don't know and talk to them. One person. This is a connection thing. Rick? Just a quickie for Brian and anyone else that you were, please give us your contact information so that the guy who makes the baggies knows what to do next. I wonder who that is. I don't know. No. Thank you, Rick. Okay, if you would stand, if you're here with us in person, and we'll say the prayer for protection together. Everybody, a little hard getting up, I know. Here we go. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. And the presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Teri, our closing song. Just listen to this as you go ahead and if you're here in person. If you're with us virtually, come back to class, go get a cup of coffee, and we'll see you all here in about, we'll give it maybe 7 or 8 minutes.
Remember, you are love at the heart of your being. Do you remember there is more to this life than what you're seeing? Let me remind you, you are beautiful by far. You've nothing left to prove when you remember who you are. If you ever forget, I will help you remember who you are and who you're here to be. Sometimes it's hard to make a way through the dark, but I will see for you and help you remember who you are. Do you remember there is peace in the middle of this storm? Do you remember you have all you need inside to keep you warm? Let me remind you, you're the dust from a star. Your essence is revealed when you remember who you are. If you ever forget, I will help you remember who you are and who you're here to be. Sometimes it's hard to make a way through the dark, but I will see for you and help you remember. You are stronger than you think you are, braver than you seem. The life that lies ahead of you is like nothing you have ever seen. If you ever forget, I will help you remember who you are and who you're here to be. Sometimes it's hard to make a way through the dark, but I will see for you and help you remember. If you ever forget, I will help you remember who you are and who you're here to be. Sometimes it's hard I will sing for you and help you remember who you are.